if you're buying a t-shirt and that costs you $2, can you explain me the math that you think it's the ethically made, the $2 t-shirt? How can it be?
It can't. It comes at the cost. It comes at the cost of the worker. So if you're buying something that's like retail in the stores, that's $10, like say a $5 or $10 t-shirt, and you're like looking at it and you're like, wow, this is so cheap. Like, this is really hard to believe. How did anybody make this for well, it came at a cost.
Right.
It's someone else's livelihood that it's costing them. It's costing them their health, their freedom, because
Right.
this is enslavement. I mean, when you have, it's just not, it's not an ethical way of living. It's not human justice. It's not human rights. It's no one should be in that situation,
Right.
where they're forced to work those long hours and at such a young age. And then they're giving up so much. So yeah, if you see a $5 t-shirt, just know that there's no way possible. You know, when they say if something's too good, there's something it's just not something not right about it.
Right.
Yes, it's too good to be true. And you have to go with that. It's not ethically made.
And of course, as you mentioned, you were here and you were working more than 12 hours a day with a 7-day shift. And at the end of that, 6 or 7 days.
6 to 7 days a week. Yeah,
Right.
sometimes I remember going for several weeks without a day off.
And I remember not too long ago, just about 2.5 years ago, I was working for over 130 hours a week. So, and not being paid as a minimum of what it should be, because I have to keep up with all the things. I have to support the family. And, these are the things that happening behind the fast fashion and in the industry, and about being not just the fast fashion, but out the other industries, because I believe being having the ethical practices is so important, because why we say that we are here and we deserve all the rights, with the person who's working somewhere else, or working in Colombia or the north or the south, they don't deserve that. Why they're working? Why they're not going to the school? Why they don't have the access to the school, to the hospitals, or the things,
Yeah, because so the countries that are overproducing and harming our planet, they're usually in countries that are in the south. Those are the ones that are paying for all the destruction that the north has been creating. And that's because they can't do it in their own country. Like sweatshops are not allowed in the United States, although they still exist. But they do get inspected, and so they have to be more careful. And of course they have to, especially with SB 62 that passed, with the garment workers down Los Angeles. And basically it's been a trickle effect that a lot of companies now have to pay per hour, have to pay the workers here in the United States in Los Angeles or in California per hour, as opposed to per piece, because when they were getting paid per piece, they were only making like $2.50 an hour. So so they find like, oh well, we can't, that's too much money for us to pay, so we'll go pay another country, like say in India, and there's no regulations to prevent that, so they'll continue their unethical practices in other countries. And that's really just it's harmful. It's harmful for humanity. It should not exist that way. Fashion should be ethical. It should be just. It should be responsible. It should be clean fashion.
Right.